We are live. We are live. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the big, beautiful, and wealthy podcast. I think it's podcast, TV show, all those different things. I'm not 100% yet what I plan on naming it. Because y'all know me and my many names. However, we are live, and I am bringing on our guest, Maisa Wise. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Wait a minute.
You can hear me.
I can hear you very clear, beautiful.
I don't know if I can hear you. Let's see if your mic is good. Can you hear me though?
I can, yes.
Yes, you can hear me. All right. I need to hear you now. Let's see. Edit mic settings,
Yeah, because my mic is,
mic
yeah, it's not X,
volume.
it's no X
I
to
can't
it.
touch your mic. All right. So I
It's
cannot
no
hear
X to my
you.
mic. Yeah, my
Try to
mic is
log
on.
back in or like fix your mic settings. There we go. Listen, that's what happens when you're live, right? So tonight's show, a little bit about why this show. Let's go there first, right? So most recently, I have been working on different streams of income. And I was like, you know what? Why not have a podcast? I've been doing podcasting for years. When I say years, I mean years. Let's see.
It said mic is working.
Uh-uh.
Can you hear
I
me?
cannot hear you.
What is going on? You see, look, you see the
Maybe
mic
it's
is it's
my
not the X
end.
now.
Let me see.
See?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me
Can
see.
you hear me?
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello, microphone check. One, two,
Let me
one,
try
two.
something else. Let me see if
See,
I
now she
can
can't
hear.
watch that.
Don't move though. This is what happens. This is what we do.
Because
This is what we do. Let's see. Dad, do me a favor. Turn off the dryer just by opening
who
up
was
the
that?
dryer.
What the hell's
Just
that?
open and turn it off. Yeah, yeah. Let me see something. Yeah. So I know I can hear it. I got sound. I don't have sound on your end.
But my mic is not X. She can't hear me. I'm talking and she can't hear me.
Is your headphones plugged to a Bluetooth of all?
I don't have any.
You cute though. You cute.
Oh, thank
Can
you.
I say yes? My Taurus sister. You cute. You cute
That's
though.
why
Yes.
can't she hear
I
me?
don't
I
know
don't like
what's
this.
going on. I can't hear you. Is it? Are you on your phone?
Yes.
What are we doing? Let me see. Unmute mic. Hello. Try now.
Can you hear me?
Nope.
What? I don't. Okay.
This is amazing though. I'm so happy to have her. Y'all don't even understand. This is a miracle woman. I've watched this woman for the last, I think, 3 years. She has
Yes.
been in my life. I think 3, 4 years, maybe
3, 4 years.
even. It
What's it?
feel like since
2025.
COVID.
It's 4 years.
I feel like
2021.
COVID.
We met
Yeah, we
2021.
met in
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Can you get to something that you can talk to me on?
Wait. So can you hear me?
I don't understand what's happening
You
here.
got the
This
waters.
sucks. But as long as y'all can hear me,
I,
everybody else can hear me, right?
but nobody can
So
hear me.
even your name should be coming up on the thing. Let me see. Did you write your
It's
name?
coming up.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's there. I see it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try to do some stuff. I'm touching things, but I cannot hear you, which really sucks.
I don't like
Um,
this.
edit mic settings. It's all there, and I can't touch your volume. This sucks. This,
Yeah, because I don't have anything. I don't have it like.
right. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, it's
It's
all
not doing a
there.
thing. Let me see something. Let me try it like this. I like it like that. We're gonna try something real random while we are
Hold
waiting.
on.
I haven't done
Yeah,
this
see,
in
my
a
mic. It says
while,
my mic is
so
on.
please bear with me.
Yeah.
It's been like I think 2 years since I've gone live on StreamYard. I don't know why I like not do this regularly. I absolutely love podcasting. This is my shiznit. You heard? So like, and I have so much things to talk to y'all about, and I have like this really great, dope interview right now. So let me see if I could jump in here on my phone and see if there's a difference. If there's a difference, we're gonna rock out with the phone.
Okay.
Allow mic and camera access. Here we go. And this is Coach Rema the Great. Yes, enter studio. Now
Now,
let's
look at this shit. What's
guess
this?
what? I think I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
What?
All right. So I'm gonna close this one out. I'm
You
gonna
can
remove
hear
this one. I can hear you. Oh, this is crazy because all you get is
me?
boobies right now.
Okay, good, good, good. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, I'm trying to set my little stand up. Hold on. Can you hit that
Yes.
button
This is
in the
dope.
middle?
Okay. So I don't need the camera. So now I need
Hit
to
the
move
button.
this one. So we're gonna hold on 1 second. I see y'all. I see y'all in the chat. Mind the boobies. Mind the boobies. Mind the boobies. Let me get this really quick.
Oh shit.
Yes, I'm so happy. I was
Hold on
almost
one
having a
second.
whole heart attack. Like, geez, what's going on? This was not going to be great. And you know how much I love you, right? Like, I really wanted this, and I'm so happy you're my first interview of the season. Like, for real, you have no idea. None.
Mhm.
Are you there?
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Can
One,
you
two,
hear
one,
me?
two, baby. What are we talking about? I love this.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
all right. So, all right, let's get your service together. Let's get you together. This is
Okay.
what I'm going to
Okay.
ask you. What is your Instagram?
Instagram. My Instagram is at Maisa Wise. At MAISAH
MAISAHWISE.
AHWISE.
Yep.
Yep.
Follow her. We're going to put some follow on here. Follow her.
Yes. Follow me. I
Yes.
share some wonderful things. Let me just pull these pants up. Y'all know how it goes. You sit down, your pants start to fall. Get that right, tuck that in. Now you see that waistline coming in. Y'all see? Y'all know the little
Yes.
tricks.
So, all
Y'all
right.
know the tricks, ladies.
So y'all can hear me. For those that are tuned in, please, as you are watching, definitely sit here in the comments. Write in the comments. I'm right here with you. Um, I want to start off with some really good questions, but before we do that, just give us a little background. Like, tell us, tell us what's your sign. Now, because you know,
First of all, my sign is a Taurus. Gang, gang. May 9th.
gang.
Taurus we have really great big energy all the time. Whether we're silent, whether we're quiet, whether we're loud, but we have really great energy. And for me, my story has been a journey of resilience because I have been through and
So
come over and kicked down
we about to
and
get into
laid
your
down.
story. We about to get into your story. Before we get into this wonderful story, right? I want to
Mm-hmm.
start off with a couple of things. First, where you
Okay,
from?
man.
Where you from?
North New Jersey.
Yes.
North New
Let's go,
Jersey.
Jersey.
Brick City.
Yes.
Born and
What do
raised.
you do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do now?
I'm an ultrasound tech for the past almost 19 years. Come this July. July 7th will be my 19-year
Of
anniversary.
what?
Don't being an ultrasound tech.
So are we retiring
Yes.
anytime soon? Yes.
No, not yet.
Uh,
We still have some moves to make in that field.
all right.
Yes.
All right. All right. So now we're gonna get into the questions. So
Mm-hmm.
first question is before we get into the full story, right? What would you
Mm-hmm.
say your current season is? Is it survival, success, or surrender? And why?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing with this show.
Ooh.
I'm not playing with this show.
I like that question. Right now, present day, June 17th, 2025, I'm in a season of surrendering because I had to surrender to myself and be my own reflection because the things that happened in my life, a lot of the things are because of me. Certain places in my life and things that I've overcome and things I have to come through, I'm there because I lacked in some way. I was procrastinating. I didn't do and handle myself in the way I should have. And in order to progress, in order to start healing, in order to take accountability, you have to surrender. And so I'm no longer in survival mode. Now, if you would have asked me this 3 months ago, I was in survival mode. I'm no longer in that space anymore. I'm no longer in that season. So I love that question. I love that
Good,
question.
good, good. What's
Let me just give
something
you a
you
heads up. So I tend to, if I'm talking, I may close my eyes for a little bit because since something
I can hear.
happened, that's how I have to cope, and get my thoughts together sometimes. So it's not me being rude, it's me just gathering my thoughts. That's all.
What this is how we gonna get into the story. So they're gonna know by the end of this what this all is, right? What I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask is, are you using Wi-Fi right now on your phone? Because it's coming in a little.
No, I'm not using Wi-Fi. Should I? Do we have
Nah,
Wi-Fi?
don't use Wi-Fi. You look good here on the camera. It's different on the computer, but don't worry, you're great. Um, what's
Okay.
something you're doing right now that 10 years
Hmm.
ago you would never imagine was even possible for you?
No longer eating beef and pork.
Are we
I never
serious?
thought, yeah, I never thought that I would not eat me a steak every now and again. I will go without it every couple of years, but I've given it up like completely. And so 10 years ago, I wasn't in that space. Yeah, I
I,
wasn't in that space.
I love me some steak. No. I don't know how you did it. So I've been on this up and down journey for a while
Hmm.
too.
Hmm.
So I lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. I have a love hate relationship with fat. Like it loves me this week, a pound leaves, and then they want to find me again. It's terrible. It's just freaking terrible. But I watch people like you and be like, well, you know what? I can do it one day. One day.
As
Um,
long as you know, that's all that matters.
but here it is, right? Next
Hmm.
question. If someone only has 60 seconds to understand your mission, what's the one thing you want them to know about what you do?
If I had 60 seconds for someone to understand my mission, repeat the rest of the question.
What is the one thing you want them to know
Hmm.
about what you do?
Hmm. 60 seconds. That your body truly is your temple, and you have to treat it as such.
Mm,
That's a part of my mission because of the lifestyle that I live. Your body really is a temple. Treat it as such. Yes.
mm, I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
So as your body is as your body is your temple, how long did it take you to learn that? Like what was your defining factor to go into that? Like what happened?
Um, my defining factor, the defining aha moment really was breast cancer. I had already started this journey, but being diagnosed with breast cancer and not wanting to put all these drugs inside of my body, wanting to try different things because I wasn't comfortable with taking these drugs for the next 10 years of my life when I still can get cancer in other parts of my body. And so doing research and learning that healing is really through food, it's like, okay, this is the route that I'm going to go because this little thing has come from somewhere and it feeds off of certain things. And so I'm not going to give it anything to feed off of. And so
Mm.
that really was a defining moment for me.
Can you share some of the stuff that it feeds, like that feeds off of cancer, like things that people are not
Sugar,
aware of?
sugar, starches are honestly like the biggest two. Refined sugar, so such as juices, not juices that are all natural. Um, if you eat a lot of potato chips, junk food, even a lot of these the box foods that we eat, even these frozen meals, a lot of things have ingredients in it that are not good for us. And so reading labels really are important. Things with a lot of soy, dairy, it feeds off of dairy big time. And so that's why it reoccurs in so many people, because even if you're taking these drugs to prevent it from coming back, you're still eating these foods that it feeds off of. And so
Right.
that's why they say if you want to starve it, you just eat fruits, vegetables, water, coconut water, you eat these different things to starve it. So those are just some of the things that feed off of the cancer.
So if you ate opposite of those things, you
Mm-hmm.
can kill it
You
off.
can heal from. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Why they don't teach us this?
Because because the money is not in that. If everybody's eating clean and healthy and nobody's getting diagnosed with these diseases, then big pharma can't get that money.
Talk your talk.
Unfortunately, that's the way these people think. You know.
I get it. I
So
get
that's why
it.
you don't teach it to us. But we have to teach it to one another. So that's why I'm a big advocate for it.
I think
Yeah.
I crave a lot of I've been coming to acknowledge that I don't naturally feel depression, right? Like I can't explain
Mm-hmm.
that, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
naturally get to feel it. I'm always on a run, right? So when I acknowledge depression is when I start noticing I don't get full and or something's bothering me, right? And I crave a lot of sweets. Like I
Mm-hmm.
want cake, not like regular
Mm-hmm.
candy, not a fruit can satisfy. I want cake. I want ice cream. I want like to reach out and go get it. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
those are the things that I crave and want. And then it's like, you ain't supposed to have that. Drink your water.
Mm-hmm.
Why you ain't drinking your water? Why you ain't walking? And it really
Mm-hmm.
sucks. Like for me, but I also link that to me desiring something else. So I kind of been paying attention to that too. Like I need to turn into a monk. I need to hit the gym. I need to.
Not a monk. You see, now you going extreme. And when you want to go, you go extreme. You don't stick to it, sis. You cannot go extreme that
But
way.
here's the
That
thing.
is.
Here's the thing about being extreme, right? I think I live on those extremes. So it's like I'm either all in this or I'm all
Mm-hmm.
in this. Not sure if that makes like I'm either or.
No, it makes sense. I understand. I understand. You have to
It's
balance.
one
You
or
have
the
to find
other.
the balance. You have to find the balance.
So my next question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's strip the titles and win and the wins. Who is Maisa before the healing, before the events, before the weight loss? Who were you before all of this? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Did we
Wow.
freeze?
Okay, I'm back.
Wait, Maisa, you gotta go back. I think it froze. I think it froze. Go
I'm back
ahead.
now. Can you see me?
I
I'm
can
not.
see you
Can
and
you
hear
see
you.
me?
Yes, I can see you and hear you.
Okay. Um. Okay. Good. Before that, Maisa was a woman who was a mom, of course, who was trying to find the best way to navigate through life. She was a woman who was broken. She was a woman who didn't realize she was broken at that time, you know, and is trying to figure things out. Sometimes not in such a healthy way, Juan Carlos Rossi was like my best friend, and it was like I couldn't live without him. I
Mhm.
couldn't live without him. And unfortunately, when you are in that state, when you don't realize you're in a depression, when you don't realize that you're like in a functional depression, because that's where I was, just trying to push through, but knowing that I was in a very unhappy place and trying to use this bottle over here to try to help me through, and it didn't work. Um, but she's no longer that woman, but that's who she was before the weight loss and the events and all those things.
Can
Yeah.
I can I ask a question? In the series of events in your life,
Yes, ma'am.
which one happened
Mm-hmm.
first?
Mm-hmm.
Let them get to know you here. You lost your eye in a car crash, correct?
Yes. That was in
Yes.
2019. So that was the first event. That was
And
September
was
2019.
that was that before you decided to lose the weight?
No, I lost the weight in 2018. February 2018 was when I decided to lose the weight. Yes.
So you got on
And
your journey and was doing your thing, and then life happened again.
yes, literally. And when you are 265 pounds and unhappy with the way you look when you look at yourself in the mirror, and now you are comfortable with looking at yourself naked and things of that sort. And now you you lose your eye, and now you have these burns on your face, and to you, you can't stand to look at yourself in the mirror because your eye is slit, and it just wasn't pleasant, and you're trying to force yourself and say how beautiful you are so you can shift those emotions, it was difficult. It was difficult. After learning to love parts of myself again, I had to relearn all over again this new version of me,
Correct.
on top
I was going to
of,
ask that. I
on
was going to
top
ask that.
of high anxiety, not want to be in crowds, afraid to walk across the street. It was tough, it was tough, but I was not going to allow myself to be a victim in that way. That wasn't happening. So,
Were you able to utilize the tools you learned the year before in order for you to stay away from the Juan Carlos? Like, were you able to like say, you know what, I don't have to fall back into,
mhm,
the same thing that I was doing before to cope. Now I have these new skills.
absolutely, I
What
did.
was some of your new skills that you learned to cope during this time? Because people go through all kind of like
Mhm,
great like tragedies, and
mhm.
then unfortunately for most, they turn into something else. It'd be like kind of asking God, like, why now this? You know what I mean? You just gave me all of this otherness. Why now this? And it's like, how did you cope with that? What were some of your mechanisms that you used?
I prayed a lot. I prayed a lot. I also journaled a lot, whether I was writing, journaling, whether I was recording on my phone, um, audio. Sometimes I would set my phone up and just record video, and I would just express all my emotions, and I would go through all the stages. I would go through, being angry, and then I would get sad, and then I would speak life into myself, to pick myself back up, and then I would tell myself, okay, moving forward, this is what I'm going to do. And I may have had those moments 3 or 4 times throughout the day, but those are things that I did. I meditated, I went outside and took walks. Being outside and taking walks and having talks with
I love
yourself
that. Yes.
really is very therapeutic. It's very, very therapeutic. You don't need anything
I
on your
walk
ears. You
off.
don't need music or anything. Just outside, those are just some of the things that I did to help me get
Thank
through.
you.
Oh Lord, it was not.
So I'm gonna ask another question. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What moment truly shook you? Like life will never be the same after this kind of moment. Which was it, the accident? Was it something
Mm.
that came after that? Now, see, for me, let me be
Mhm.
very clear why I asked that. For me, when I lost my son, that was
Mhm.
detrimental. But it was when I had the overdose 2 years later,
Mhm.
that was that moment that shook me. Like I was lost
Mm.
during the death. I was lost. You couldn't tell me
Right.
nothing. I think I went
Right.
3 months
Right.
sober and then a year and a half straight high on Molly, straight going after the drug, everything. And
Wow.
then all of a sudden overdose, boom. And then anxiety and panic, your brain don't work the same. Like I used to, the worst part is that I used to pray for God to take my memory. Like how
Ooh.
intense
Wow.
losing my son was to me. God, just take my memory. And when I tell you that he kept me with a memory and he made
Mhm.
me into some kind of random bot, like I became this, I'm a robot now, but back then I just was a bot. Like I'm malfunctioning. Like
Mhm.
something's wrong. My head would
Mhm.
sit like this. Like it was bad. It was just bad. So although you losing your eye was a detriment moment, was there any other moments that actually just took you and shook you and was like
Mhm.
life will never be the same after this kind of moment?
Um, breast cancer. That was something I would have never, ever, ever expected. I work with it. I deal with it. I speak on it. I'm a patient advocate. This is my baby. This is my love. This is what I do. And to hear those words, it just keep. And I knew in that moment my life would never be the same. That was a moment, and when I found out this is why I don't like. I'm okay with what is it called where your records go, um where they send your records when you go to the doctor. What is it called? What is it
The
called?
study?
The portal, that portal that you can
Yes.
check your that portal that you can check your records when you go to the hospital or certain doctor's offices, and
Okay.
your records go there. Okay. So anyhow, you get those records sometimes before your doctor does.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I received my biopsy records 1 o'clock in the morning
My
on
chart.
a Sunday going into a Monday.
Glinda's watching. She said my chart.
My chart. Thank you, beautiful. My chart, and it came through, and I look, and I'm reading it. Of course, I know what I'm looking at because I'm a tech. I do biopsies myself. I perform them with the doctor, and I'm reading it on my couch, and that's how I found out my results. And as I'm laying there, I knew in that moment my life never ever would be the same because of all the decisions. These are tough decisions that you have to make when you're diagnosed with any type
Immediately.
of cancer. Those you are making life altering decisions, and sometimes if you're not knowledgeable, these doctors are rushing you to make a decision that literally changes the course of my life. So that was because every day you deal with this. You Once it's in your body, you are always someone that was diagnosed with this. Always. It's all I have a history now of this. So every decision I make every day can affect this. It can
Right.
affect
Right.
this. You know,
Right.
my livelihood. It's my livelihood. So oh, my heart is racing at this thing. It's because that. Oh yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
before the next question, I want to say thank you. And I'm not hanging up on everybody here. The interview is keep going. We are live right now on YouTube on the Big,
Mhm.
Beautiful, and Wealthy channel. This should be live on TV right now. So if y'all watching
Mhm.
from TV land in Manhattan or Brooklyn, make sure y'all follow us at the Big and Beautiful and Wealthy,
Yes.
at Big, Beautiful, and Wealthy on Instagram. And this is Maisa Wise. Make sure you following her as well. Y'all seen the
Yes.
link,
Yes.
and if you want to watch the rest of the show, go to YouTube, The Big, Beautiful, and Wealthy. And now we're going to continue the interview.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that out the way because we're getting ready to
No
reach the time
problem.
where I got to send this in. Y'all going to hear all of that. Hear all of that, me say that, and explain it.
I know
I'm going to
that's
get better at
right.
this during the weeks. So follow me here.
Listen, you
Um,
getting back. I'm honored to be the first one back on, first of all. So,
baby, it
you
took me a
know.
long time to do my show. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to explain that any more than that. My last show, shout out to Hood Media NYC for Indie Rollout.
Mm-hmm.
They allowed me to be the host for almost 5 years. I still every so often host that show. Whenever there's a new artist and they
Nice.
like pull up, pull up, pull up. But to host my own
Mm-hmm.
talk show, it's been almost 16 years. No, excuse me, not 16, since 2016. I want to say
Okay.
I haven't hosted my show since 2016, 17. So almost 8, 9 years since I've hosted
Mm-hmm.
my own personal show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something that was meaningful to me. And even those shows was quite like very clickbaitable. What a lot of people don't know is
Okay.
that I've been in radio since 2006, 7, 8. Since 2008. The very first show I ever had was in 2011,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
we
G
do
in the
it live.
game.
I used to have 200 people watching, right?
That's
In
right.
2012, between 2012 to 2013, I had another talk show, and I did that one in the studio. And then I ran a studio in 2014. I started working at the back end of a show that taught me how
Mm-hmm.
to do a show. And then in
Okay.
2015, I learned how to do engineering for
Oh,
another
yes.
show, and then I had keys
Mm-hmm.
to a station, and then I had my talk show. So, and then playing with internet radio during COVID was like really dope because there wasn't nothing else to freaking
Mm-hmm.
do. So I was like, let's make that
Mm-hmm.
happen. And yes, we do have a lot in common, sis. Yes, we do. So I'm going to get to the
Yes.
next question. You ready?
Okay. Yes.
What decision did you have to make in private that changed your public life? What decision you had to make in private that changed your public life?
Mm. Oh. to walk away from an unhealthy relationship. Because the relationship that I was previously in for the last few years, there was a lot of things that were going on that I kept private, and trying to figure out and deal with those things on my own, and making a decision to walk away was a big decision, so yeah, yes, yes.
I think that we live in this life to explore it in many ways, right?
Mhm.
And sometimes people are very momentary,
Mhm.
right? And in the moment I needed you, in the moment I wanted you, in the moment I appreciate you, in the moment you were there for me. And this is not just like in partnership of male and woman. This is partnership.
Mm-mm.
And then all
People.
of a sudden a season goes by,
Mhm.
and then you are in that season with the leaves. And it's nothing personal. It's just growing apart and growing separate, and what that looks like in people's lives. And sometimes we grow apart. And we and we kind of grow apart because we're both growing. Let me say
Yes.
that again. So I'm growing this way, you're growing that way, but we're growing apart. Not
Mhm.
growing apart, not separate, growing apart. And I think
Mhm.
for everybody that I've grown apart from, I wish them the best. At the same
Mhm.
time, I had to stay steadfast and forward. I think of life as a big tsunami run.
Mhm.
Something like a Tomb Raider, how you had the movie for the thing, the ball.
Mhm.
So a tsunami run, right? So if you turn around or pause at any point, it's going to take you and wipe you out. You understand me? Life is just going to take and wipe you out. You turn around at any point because you
Mhm.
can't see nothing back there. It's all gone.
Mhm.
Everything from yesterday is gone. There's nothing unless it's leftovers. And
Yep.
even if it's leftovers, it's today's food. It's it's all the
Mhm.
way gone.
I agree.
So
Yep.
you can't like in return. And I think when it comes to relationships and people,
Mhm.
thank you. Next.
5, 4, 3, 2. Your time is up.
Thank you. And next. Thank you for the
Yeah.
lesson.
Yeah.
Thank you for the good time.
Yeah.
Thank you for the memories. And
Right.
next. But
Yes.
here's the last question of this section. What's one belief you had to break up with? No survive. Oh, excuse me. With to survive everything you've survived. What
Wait.
is
You.
one?
Yeah. You flat. You went
I
out.
got. What is one belief you had to break up with to survive everything you've survived?
What is one belief I had to break up with in order to survive?
Yes.
Mm, the belief that I had to break up with was the belief that mm, that I was the blame for some things,
Mm,
blaming myself, blaming myself. I had to break up with that belief in order to survive, because if I continue to blame myself for things, I couldn't sit right here like this and talk to you right now. Absolutely not. Without any
right.
tears shedding from my eyes and being comfortable. No, I couldn't. I
Right.
couldn't.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. I think that I love that you said blaming yourself. I think we come down really hard on things that is
Mhm.
done on purpose.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Ooh,
And
very
we
true.
we come
Mm-hmm.
down
I might
on
do this for
ourselves really
one.
hard for things that's done on purpose. The way your
Mm-hmm.
life is set up on purpose. Your losses, your wins, all of that was on purpose. And it's on purpose to put you in position,
Mm-hmm. Come
right? So
on.
you're gonna get in position of where you need to be because of this bump in the road, because of this breakup, because of this
Mm-hmm.
loss of the job, because of this decision you made, because of all these different things. So I don't usually blame me. I blame God
Mm-hmm.
for everything. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
even have, and I say I blame God because it's like it's a negative undertone, but you got to understand, you got to give him all the credit. And I feel like there's times where I don't really, and this is me being transparent in the space,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in the devil. So I believe everything good and bad comes from God. I believe that there's tests and there's triumphs, but there's tests for testimony.
Mhm.
And a lot of people that
Mhm.
make it on the other side, we saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I think also that we lack human support so we can lean on spiritual faith. So sometimes we be angry at people. Why you
Yes.
not there? Why you wasn't there? I was alone. I needed help. But then the question is, did you make it?
Come on.
And when you made
Mhm.
it, there was nobody else to say thank
Mm-mm.
you to but God, because that's
Mhm.
what it was. I don't mean to get churchy on y'all. Just
No,
let you
no, no.
know
You needed it. That needed to
he
be
needs to
said.
be in this
You
space.
good. You good. That needed to be said. Yes.
So
Yes.
we're gonna get into our strategy session. You agreed to be coached a little bit during this time.
Yes.
Look at that smile. So we're gonna try out some things for the
Okay.
coaching session. Okay. So
Okay.
first of all, right now, what's the actual outcome you want for your business, impact, income, or infrastructure? What's the actual outcome? What are you
The
looking for?
actual outcome for my business is that uh, I want. I just don't want to make money. I want to be effective. I want people to be able to say, okay, no, I actually learned something and I'm going to implement these things into my daily life.
So tell us a little bit about Wise Connection, because the Wise Connection is your LLC, correct?
Yes, that's my LLC. So Wise Connection is a business where I'm a holistic wellness strategist. So speaking, saying that I'm everything holistic, mind, body, spirit. Eat healthy, spiritually, whatever your belief is, I'm not specific into any religion, and also mindfulness practices. And so, Wise Connection, I also speak on, I'm a patient advocate about breast health and also implementing the importance of having a positive mindset. That is the basis of what Wise Connection is. I also teach people how to juice. I do juicing, meal prepping, wellness,
I need that.
how to eat healthy, daily habits, and it's not about making these huge changes. Small changes equal huge results. And that's pretty much what it is. It's just small changes your day-to-day life. So that's the basis of what Wise Connection is. That's the basis of the
Okay, because I'm
business.
about to say my small change is terrible. So I'm the one day.
But see, that's
I'm a
so.
one day.
So this is the thing right here with shifting your mindset. First of all, words are powerful. So the words that you speak, the words that you speak. So if you continue to speak that way, if you continue to feel like I'm up and down, I can never get focused. You won't ever be focused. You won't ever be that woman that you are meant to be. So
We
that's
going
the
you want
first thing. That's the first thing that I'm going to need you to work on. I mean, I know this is you supposed, but
listen. Listen, I
you
learned
know,
a long time ago that in order to lead, you have to also be a good follower. So
yes.
that's how that works. So I'm 100% in agreement. Knowing your business,
Mhm.
right? And now knowing the goal, you want to be effective. Where's some areas that you feel there's lack of that? Like, do you feel that you're not effective as much? And then, you know, how can I ask this better? Do you feel like your clientele can be
Mhm.
of higher, like financially highly paying you? And I know I'm not saying none of this right, so
No,
excuse me, y'all.
I know what you're saying.
But like, do
Honestly,
you think that it's the effectiveness or it's the pay? Which one stands
no, you
out
know
more
what?
for you?
You know what it is? It's a mixture of both, but also I need help. I'm just one person. And so you have one person trying to do every single thing for this business, and that's just too much for one person. And so
So
that in itself, I know is where I need that's where the lack starts right there. I can't do this alone. I need assistance.
so what do you think about interns?
That's I'm working on that. So I actually reached out to King and Montclair. So I had to go to this website to fill out some information, and that's being worked on. That's being worked on. Yes.
What about teaching in a
Mm-hmm.
bulk, like online seminars, webinars, books, things of that nature that will level out your coaching.
Mm-hmm. I will. That's
because
something I would love to do. It's just
because
sitting. It's just, you know what? I actually have. I have it all. I have some online courses already put together. I just, yeah, I do.
where is
And
they? Hold on. You jumping again. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
you just can't see me. Can you hear me? Can you
I
see
can
me?
I can hear you now. Go back. You said you had online, and then he says something, and then it
I
just
said
stopped.
my ebook that I finished it earlier this year, and it's just sitting. I had don't give me that face. Oh, oh.
So let me tell you
I
something
know, cause
about.
he got on
So
me to, yeah. I
so
know.
watch this. I have this up and coming event called Employed by Self. The idea
Okay.
is that we don't hire
Okay.
ourselves, and if we hired ourselves, we work different. So when you work a 9 to 5, as you do, and you work and you go to work, and
Mhm.
for the last 19, you said 19 years you worked this job, right? And you work this
Mhm.
job for 19 years. That's a very long time, right? And let's say you got to be at work at 9 o'clock. You're there at 8:45 for 19 freaking years. You're there at 8:45, right? Watch this. But as soon as it's time for you, you're not showing up for
Mhm.
yourself. We got this word that
Right.
we just fling around. We like to use it, and it's called grace. Grace wasn't for
Mhm.
us to use. Grace is what God gives us. So grace is not for us to use, but we use it in the most obtuse way, right? So it's like I don't have to work on this thing in my life because I give myself
Mhm.
grace. I don't have to do a
Yes.
because I give myself grace.
Yes.
Oh, it's just me.
Yes.
I'm the only one doing this. We got all of
Mhm.
these, not excuses, but we give ourselves this line of
No, no,
ah, I don't really.
it's an no, no, it's an excuse.
So for you,
Mhm.
in the ebook and clients or possible clients, and nobody knows about this ebook, how about this? Can I give you an offer? And
And
this
what's
is
the
and this offer for you is take that ebook, throw it in chat, ask chat to make you a whole little campaign, something free that you can do on social media to promote it.
Mhm.
Ask chat to tell you how to do your Canva flyer picture for it. Ask chat to how do I do Facebook promotion for it. Ask chat if how do I sell it for free. And if
Mhm.
you're looking to sell an ebook anywhere, I say get you gumroad.com. So
Mhm.
y'all might want to take this down. Go to gumroad.com and sign.
Mhm.
If y'all want my referral code, make sure y'all follow this show because it's
I
gonna be
know that's
inside
right.
this video.
Uh-huh.
But when you go to
Uh-huh.
Gumroad allows you to do any uploads you have, even to take clients, take subscriptions, sell digital products, sell
Oh
products, whatever.
wow.
And once you do that, then you can promote that. Like my online course is on Gumroad. So if anybody's
Okay.
interested in the grant course that I sell, it's on Gumroad. It's 150. It's right there in your face,
Nice.
right? And you get to do the whole thing. I think it's a 2 hour YouTube video, like an hour and a half YouTube
Mm.
video, and you'll watch the whole thing straight through. I break down what grants are, RSPs, how to apply for it, what you need, all of the different pieces to it,
Nice.
and then after that, you get an hour consulting session with me included. And I also put, and not to like put myself out there, but I might as well, right? And it's one little fly. Want to be all of my friends' face, right? And I also put a grant tracker, a grant template, right? A grant dictionary, two donation letter templates, ebooks that I wrote, like smaller ebooks. They're like maybe like 4 or 5 pages long, but you use the template and you can fill it in with whatever you need. It's a donation book for nonprofits and a donation template for individuals. So all of that
Wow.
plus the video for 150. So it's like
That's
you get to
amazing.
you get to do all of that. So to my thing to you is,
Mhm.
even though you may think you need a lot of people, you really just need to learn how to do chat properly. Like chat was able to get me through a
Mhm.
lot. I was able to co-author my book with chat. So Employed by Self, the book itself is a workbook for people that have businesses that do stuff like, are you, one of the questions in there, and I really love this question is,
Mm-hmm.
um, do you still take Cash App for your business? Right? Why don't your business have a real bank account? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And why doesn't all your brands have their own bank account? And what does it look like to have and this one little fly is killing me, but what does it look like to have what if I was a fly in a room? It's kind of this, and it's the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
fly, right? Can't open the windows in here. What does it look like to actually start hiring yourself and getting serious about your business? And us as colored folks, sometimes we just do a lot of ghetto business, and then we wonder why we don't have anything. And you know what I also find, and not to like keep going and digging, but I'm gonna dig a little bit. What I also find interesting is that we be scared to lose a little bit of money to make a lot of bit of money.
Right. Right.
So it'd be like, I got welfare, and if I make too much, I can't keep my welfare. I have Social Security. If I make too much, I can't keep my Social Security. However, what if, right? What if, what if you made 10,000 a month? What if you made 10,000 a month? Do you really need $2,000 for like $1,000 for Social Security, $100 for Social Security? Do
Right.
you
You
really
don't need
need that?
that. Right.
Right? If you made 10,000 a
Right.
month, do you really need $700, $400 in food stamps?
Mm-hmm. No.
Like, what
No.
if you are
No.
making income? So why be scared to sell anything
Mm-hmm.
when the world is your
Yep.
consumer, especially when it's effective and you're walking proof that it works.
Right.
See, for
And
me,
I
I'm not scared to go
no,
go
I
for
know.
it.
Listen, you are speaking truth. Everything you're saying is truth, and I have so many products that are just sitting. I have these workbooks I put together, workshops. I have yeah, a
So
few
I'm gonna
things.
ask you this
I'll
question. I'm gonna ask you
mm,
this question. Every month that go by, every month that go by, do you have a new bill? Do you have a
a
new
new
bill or
bill,
the
was
same
it the
old
same
bill?
a recurring bill?
It's a recurring bill?
Yes.
Yes. So let's look at it like this.
Okay.
Phone bill is a workshop.
Ooh.
Let's rewind that.
Ooh.
Phone book is an ebook.
Yes.
Rent is a workshop.
Yes.
Got
It
it?
is.
It
It
is,
is.
right? Right.
It
What's
is.
another bill? Cable. We got cable.
Yeah. No, I don't have cable.
Cable.
No cable.
No cable. We got car though, right? I
Wi-Fi.
saw car.
Wi-Fi.
We got Wi-Fi. We got car. We got car.
Yes.
Yes. Car is a coaching session.
Sheesh, you right.
A Facebook group will cover all of your nails, hair, and clothes you want for the month. And where's the
What?
lie? Like it'll cover
What?
everything. When I
Right.
learned that, when I le-
That was it. That was
when I
it.
learned that, I said, "Oh." So I'll rewind a little bit. Two
Mm-hmm.
years ago, I made a declaration. In 2023, I was sitting eating noodles because that's my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2023, I was sitting back and I was eating noodles. Right? I got you,
Mm-hmm.
Glenda. I got you. And in 2022, I was eating noodles and I had made a declaration live online. And I was like, I want to lose weight,
Mm-hmm.
right? I want to become a size. I'm a size 22, 22, 2022
Okay.
now. And I'm like 306 pounds off and
Okay.
on. I go from like 301 to 310. Like it just fluctuates like that, right? And I would love to be like a buck 80 at
Okay.
lowest. At low minimum, I would love to be like
Okay.
215, right? This is my
Okay.
goal weight. Got it? And I said online, I said, these are the things that I want,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then the next year came in and I said, I'm going to have this in a year. And
Mm-hmm.
something happened at the beginning of the year that I said, oh shit, I'm stupid. Wait, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And this is the first cuss I said the whole time. But oh shit, I'm stupid. I don't know nothing about making money, and I know nothing about losing weight. And I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
explain what I mean by that. Do
Mm-hmm.
I know that I can lose weight? Absolutely. I worked out before and I slimmed down, and then I worked at the DA office and sat down and clicked the button and ate everything that was available. And this motherfucker went wide and long. Okay. However, when it came to money, I know I can make money if I have a 9 to 5, and who not going to hire me?
Right. Right.
I can go walk in the spot right now and get what, 1K, just
Mm-hmm.
because of my experience mixed with my degrees. Shut
Mm-hmm.
up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Rema, we need
Mm-hmm.
somebody new policy, not a problem. Give me that little buck change. I'll take it. Thank you. And I could
Mm-hmm.
definitely do that, right? But what about making money on my own? I'm ignorant. I'm stupid. I don't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us, we go on what we believe versus what we know, what we need to know,
Yes.
right? So we
Yes.
don't look up nothing. We don't get mentors. We don't get coaching. We don't go out to learn anything else. We stop right here. So
Mm-hmm.
what happens is we build in house. That's why employed myself seminar is so important for those that are building in the house. If you're building in the house,
Mm-hmm.
right, that's all you're doing. I have inventory gazoo
Yeah.
in my laptop, right? I have
Right.
money all the time in ebooks and workbooks. I'm always thinking of an idea. I'm writing. These books is piling up. Maisa, do this sound familiar to you? Right?
Yes,
And
because I have all of that. Yeah.
for other people, it's I have inventory. I have t-shirts. I have socks.
Mm-hmm.
I have hats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing I'm doing perfumes. I'm doing oils. I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
paparazzi jewelry. I have all of this stuff and not one sell.
Mm-hmm.
You're not selling anything. Can you
Right.
sell? Yes.
Right.
Are you selling? No.
Right.
And you're not selling because you're scared to play with people money. I'm going to be honest. People are scared of getting sued. People are scared
Yes.
of being played
Yeah.
with their money, right? And it's like, if I give you this, is it good? Are you going to like it? Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Take yourself
And
seriously, look out the window.
yep.
If
Yep.
you put your heart into it, somebody going to buy it. If they don't like it, they won't come back. Give that option to them. Don't take it from them.
And then sometimes they may like it and they still won't come back. Just because I like something doesn't mean I'm going to buy it all the time, you know?
So now here's the thing. Now the next
Hmm.
question is, right? If someone gave you $10,000 today for your business,
Okay.
what exactly would that money go to?
For my business, oh,
Absolutely.
so the first thing I would do is I need to structure, like I need a website and certain things that I need. And so I would pay someone. I'm There's certain things that I do not want to do anymore. And I will pay someone first to do this website, because having a website as a business owner is very, very, very important. Like, these people want to be able to go to a nice, beautiful website and click and not make it complicated and make it nice, swift, and easy. So that will be one thing. Another thing is that, I also have, I'm a published author, and I'm a co-author of three 90-day journals. One is affirmation based, one is faith based with scriptures, and the other is with motivational quotes. And so I
I can't.
would purchase them
I can't.
at mass because I want to. The goal is to have these. I want them in bookstores as well, all around the area. And so, of course, when you want to wholesale to the bookstores, they want you to bring. You have 100 books with you, or you have. Oh no, no, how many you have? You have 50. We want them when they. And I know this because when I go to these bookstores and I show them, they like, oh no, I just don't want a dozen. I want 3 dozen. So I definitely would invest in purchasing, enough to be able to take to at least 5 bookstores in the area. Also, I would invest in an accountant, because some maybe a bookkeeper, not so much an accountant, but a bookkeeper, someone to help me and assist me keep things in order, because I'm not that great at that right now with keeping order with that. So right now I will be better in the near future, but I will hire a
So I'm gonna
bookkeeper.
ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this
Yes.
question. What time you get up
Yes.
in the morning?
Oh my God, I get up at like 3, 4 in the morning.
Got it. From 3 to 4
Yeah.
in the morning to 8 o'clock. What do you do?
It depends on what time I have to be to work. So if I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, I have a daily routine. So I pray, meditate, I exercise, I read. Like, it's a whole, I have quiet time. It's a whole little things that I do. And most of the time I have to be to work at 8. and I catch the train to work. So, and that's like an hour and a half ride. So, yeah, about 5 o'clock, I'm getting in the shower, getting myself ready. Yeah.
So I ask you that because what people don't know is that that's the hours that you steal time,
Mm-hmm.
right? So of course you know how to use them for you and those things. But
Mm-hmm.
if you also added a half hour towards your business once a week, then you'll get what you
Mm-hmm.
need as well, or possibly even take a Saturday and work for yourself. Like at the end of the day, if you're serious about working for you, it's about education first. So educating yourself around the things that you're not familiar with. What are some of those things you're not familiar with? I'm not familiar with bookkeeping. Maisa, you there? You froze again?
I'm here. I'm
All
here.
right, I got you. It's about
I can't
bookkeeping.
see
So
you.
let's say this whole week, right? This whole week coming in, you're going to do bookkeeping. This whole week you're bookkeeping. So it's not even is and what I mean by do bookkeeping, you're gonna learn it, you're gonna YouTube it, you're gonna Google it, you're gonna chat GPT, you're gonna learn
Mm-hmm.
everything it
Mm-hmm.
is about bookkeeping. The
Right.
next thing, I don't know how to build a website. So then you're gonna interview folks to build your website and or play with
Mm-hmm.
one, right? Sit inside of a website
Mm-hmm.
course, right? The same way you want people to invest in your
I've
courses,
built one before. I just don't want to do it again this time.
then you don't
Like
have
I'm being,
don't but you don't have
yeah, I don't want to do that this time. Yeah.
like you don't have to, but then again you
Yeah.
don't know who can, so you got to meet people
Right.
in spaces that does this,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I go
Mm-hmm.
to a space to learn how to build websites and it's a course online somewhere, then that means that somewhere in that chat, somewhere in that network, somebody is
Mm-hmm.
trying to learn so they can do it. So I need to meet that person,
Mm-hmm.
be like, hey, can you do this for me, especially if it's somebody looking to learn to do something, because they're not going to charge you right because they don't know how to.
Right. Right.
What we got to do is start finding people that are novice because they really are
Mm-hmm.
great. They just don't know they're great. And I'm not saying like jib somebody, but if you can find somebody that's not charging an ass load and they can still do great work, then pay them, right? And give them some extra
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know. You know what I mean? So as far
Mm-hmm.
as the website go, whatever your list of your business things that you want to get in order, the only thing that's stopping you is the homework that you need to do to get it done. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me? The youth Glenda says absolutely. Like
Yes.
find what that list is. So put a list together.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is what I want to get done in the next 90 days, right? So
Right.
this way Wise Connection can be this big. I didn't realize how big I could take the Great Parents Club, right? My nonprofit. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize how big and beautiful it can be until I started
Right.
saying, let me take this sucker seriously. As I wrote the book, Employed by Self, I really was focused heavily on the Great Parents Club. Is the Great Parents Club registered with NYCHA? Is it registered with the city? Do we have all the
Mm-hmm.
pieces that we need? Is it a 501(c)(3)? And it is.
Right.
Is it I mean C3? Is it all of these pieces? What is it? Is
Yes.
it out there? Do we have a logo? Do I have a shirt? Do I have a
Mm-hmm.
what do I
Mm-hmm.
need? Do I have a team? What my team is saying. Matter of fact, not only do that, who we partnering with. How serious
Yes.
am I taking this? Now we're gonna take it to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. Now I'm getting ready to be in contract. First of all, let me just go here. The organization's been around since 2024 August. So August,
Mm-hmm.
September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 10 months. It's 10
10
months old,
months.
right?
Okay.
And it's exactly 10 months old on the 29th of this month. We already
Nice.
a $12,000 grant. $12,500. The grant. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I didn't even get the turn up for that, but yeah. And
Congratulations.
we've
Wow.
thus far, partnered with about 5 different nonprofits, and we presented at a Manhattan Borough President's Office event in front of other people. We're in communication and we're in talks with ONS, which is Office of Neighborhood Safety. We're in talks with the superintendent, the school superintendent for District 4 here. You know, we're having all of this, right? It says this is why Coach Rema has been an inspiration to me. Look, see the thumbs up. She
Oh,
doesn't just
that's
talk it, she walk the walk.
beautiful.
Thank you, Scorpio. I know who you
I
are.
love
Thank you, babe.
that.
So what I'm saying is I had to get serious about it to see it, right?
Right.
And then it was Harvell Consultant at the
Mhm.
same time. So now I'm
Mhm.
branding two brands. So as I'm getting serious with this, hold on, wait a minute. Harvell Consultant can also be legalized and can also be vendors. We're gonna be vendors now. So now everything that Great Paris Club got, we got, right?
That's right.
And then I
That's
was
right.
able to sign my contract with for the Harville Consultant with community connections for youth in the Bronx. And I did
Nice.
right, and I did um a self-care series over April, and now they're having me
Mhm.
come back in August as
That's
Harville Consultant.
beautiful.
But then my Rema, the great brand, right? Like, what am I and
Mhm.
what do I really stand for? What do I want to do? My goal is to deal with nothing but nicer folks. Like, I'm so deep, knee deep into my people. It's not funny. So, I'll go here really quick before I go to the next question. But um, one time I met this guy,
Mhm.
and we was all at this like event in One Police Plaza, something like that, downtown, court,
Okay.
and it was like five of us that just gathered around this one guy because he was like, "Oh, I write grants. I could do this. I could do that." Right. And
Mhm.
he said something that triggered me. So everybody's like, "Oh, can you write one for me? I don't know how to write it. Can you help me?" And he's like, "No." He said, "No, I can't." He said, "Do it, and maybe I can help look at it, but I can't." And then he said, "They said, then how did you get it?" And this was the
Mhm.
best advice. And if y'all ever hear anything else, this is the absolute best advice. He said, he said, hmm, he said, I only focused on the park. He did a lot of events in the park. He did a lot of like basketball shoes, things of that nature with
Oh.
kids in the park. And he was only focused on the park. So he was only focused on the park. And with that being said, he was able to get all the stuff he needed. While I'm focused only solely on NYCHA, I'm able to do the things I want to do for NYCHA because that's
Mhm.
my sole purpose. I already know it, but I'm it. He focused on the basketball court because he's it. And I take
Mhm.
you all around here to say that's what you are. You are it.
Mhm.
You are the product and you are also the mission and you are also the purpose. And people are not buying the ebook. They're not buying they're not buying the workshop. They're buying the
Right.
story. They're buying the story. And
Right.
you've already walked the story.
Right.
Look at you.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Mhm. Thank you,
So
Queen.
you're welcome. The next question is, what system or offer could you build right now that doesn't require you to be in the room but still change lives? What is something that you can offer to somebody that you don't have to be in the room, but it'll still change their life? Now we talked about this already, which would be your book, your
What I
online.
could offer somebody without having to be in the room, but they know it's so meaning that we've had an encounter already, or I need a little. What?
So what would you offer in your products or offer in
Oh,
your
what would I offer in my product?
business that would change
Um.
somebody's lives even if you're not in the room?
Oh, if I'm not in the film physically with them.
Yes.
Oh, well, something as simple as knowing your purpose and walking in your truth. Um, that is something that I not only believe for myself and teach myself, my sons, clients, everybody, even just in conversation. Walk in your purpose, stand in your truth, whatever that truth or purpose is.
I believe it. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's a secret. We so busy worried about what other people think about us that we're not even thinking that nobody's thinking
With
about us. Nobody cares. Nobody's caring that hard. Nobody's like judging you. You are judging yourself. And I also had said something to somebody yesterday I thought was quite interesting was the fact that this life isn't personal.
mm-hmm,
The life that we live is not personal. This life is meant to be explored and taken risk. And it's also meant to
Mhm.
be understood as it's not personal. See, when we take all these
Mhm.
things personally, we can't move away that we want to move because it's like, you're going to feel, we feel, no, 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 no. Listen, whoever's
Mhm.
for me will show up. Whoever
Yes.
I'm supposed to help will show up. Whoever I'm not and
Yes.
whoever's against me will be on the other side of whatever. I don't have to deal with you. If 10 people in the room and only one person heard my story and I'm able to deliver that
That's
story for
good
that
enough.
person,
Mhm.
I did what I'm supposed to do in that room.
Mhm.
Others will talk
Mhm.
about it, but that room is where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
before we close, because I did have you on here a little longer than expected, but I fucking love you. I miss you so much.
I love
I
you.
miss these talks. It feels like it felt like back
It's
in the
always
day.
good. Yes.
So the question is,
Mhm.
what would you tell someone right now who's lost something, a body part, a voice, a piece of themselves, and
Mhm.
doesn't think they can come back from it? What
What will
would
I
you
tell
tell?
them?
That's right.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm
Mm-mm.
a woman who lost her eye. I had to make a decision, and I had a double mastectomy. You know, reconstructive surgery. I had to have emergency surgery. I lost my eye. It's look at me.
Look at me.
So I lost three body parts, and I'm still walking strong. I go through my ups and downs, and that's okay because I'm human, and we have these emotions that have to be regulated at times, and that's all right. But if I did it, you damn sure can. So
I
there's
love
there's no
that.
reason to doubt yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you can do it every single day. I'm beautiful even when you don't feel that way. Period.
I love that.
Period. You
I love
know? And that's just that.
So next, as
Yes.
we're wrapping this up, complete this sentence. I became wealthy when I finally what? I became wealthy when I finally what?
Stop stop standing in my own way.
Yes.
Because I'm not in competition with anybody. It's really me versus me. I am my worst enemy. So when I stopped standing in my way, when I started holding myself accountable, that's another part. That's another one. I became wealthy when I started holding myself accountable. That's another one. Um, because when you hold yourself accountable, you see those faults, and now you can start to work on these things to get to that part of being wealthy. You know, wealthy in every aspect of life. You know,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And we're taking this conversation to the big, beautiful, wealthy after party. All that, right? Like I want to say thank you so much for this interview. And before we leave, let them know what you got coming
Hmm.
up. Let them know where they can actually find you. And
Oh,
and the ooh is
well,
like
oh. Well, I
ooh.
want to say thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure. Always, always, always a pleasure. You are
Thank you,
out here
Linda.
doing big things. You are moving mountains, and you are taking care of your people, and that's really the goal. So shout out to you, and continue to inspire, and continue to love on, and continue to push your people, because that's what you're doing. Right now I am going to be going to Albany in for the next 3 months. So I will be coming back and forth for a minute, yeah, for a job. So
So
I will be coming back and forth. So I'm not doing any events right now. I won't be
so
doing
so
any events for the summer. I'm on a break for the summer.
so here's the challenge I have for you.
Yes.
I give everyone a challenge and give them homework.
Okay.
Can you tell us the name of this ebook and the date that it's going to be available for buying? When can we purchase this ebook? Because I need an ebook. I need your ebook. I'm sorry. I need it.
Okay, so you know what? So I'm going to say this already. So it'll be August 8th because that is the 3 year anniversary to my cancer diagnosis. So 8/8/2025. That will be, yeah, that will be the date. And what is the name of my book? Oh my goodness. Echoes of Resilience. That's the name of my
I
book.
see the cover already.
Echoes of
Echoes
Resilience.
of Resilience. So, last question:
Resilience,
do you need
yes.
any help? Um, she said she don't play none of the time. I don't. I don't. I don't.
Look, Miss Gwendolyn.
Look, I don't, and that's dope. Listen, watch. We gonna push people to
I
that level.
appreciate you,
Like
Queen.
that's the whole point of this, right? How do we? I don't
Hmm.
want to just uplift you. I don't want to uplift folks. I want to make sure that when you leave here, you leave in here with that peace. You leave
Right.
them with that peace
Right.
and peace, right? So if we're gonna
Yes.
do this on 8/8, my next question to you is: do you need support? Do you need
Absolutely.
support getting it out there?
Yes.
Support. So then let's talk
Yes.
about what that looks like. And you advertise on here. You can get people
Hmm.
to push it out into the big
Okay.
four wealthy group. You are in the group, right? So
Yes.
definitely
Yes.
right in the group.
Thank
Book is
you.
dropping on this day. Make sure
Yes.
y'all tune in. Make sure y'all check it out.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because if it's already done
Hmm.
and all you need is a description for the book
I mean, I have that already.
and you need a
Yeah.
cover, and I don't care
I
what
have
the cover
that.
look like, right? You have
Yeah, I
that.
have that. I
So
have
we
that.
have
Yeah,
cover,
it's
we have
done.
description.
Hmm.
So how about this? You said six. You said 8/8 is gonna drop, right?
8/8.
That
Hmm.
sounds like August. Yes.
That is August.
How
You want
about
it sooner than August?
I challenge you? Let's say July 8th, a month before.
That is in
If
two
it
weeks.
if it already have, look, watch this. If it already has the description, it already has the name,
Yes, it's
has all
done.
the stuff,
Yes, it's
and it's
done.
completely done.
It's
And we
completely
already know
done.
that your ISBN number don't need to be bought. You could definitely do it on
Yeah.
Amazon, right? And the first one could hit
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, the first edition, because we can make many
Right,
editions of
right.
our books. Yes, we take
Yes.
the thing and we
Yes.
so it
Because
drops on Amazon,
audio be coming soon.
right? And we can
Oh,
drop on Amazon on July
yes.
8th in 2 weeks.
Sheesh. That
And when
isn't
you
too.
come to my event, you're gonna tell everybody about your book and the date that is dropping,
Yes.
the link that they can go buy it at that point. Because my event is July 6th. I am releasing
I
Employed by
won't be
Self Care
here.
book. Huh?
I won't be here.
Oh, somebody gonna
I'll
be
be in
here to represent
Albany.
you. Somebody gonna be here to represent you. Am I right? Somebody
All
gotta
right,
be here.
Queen.
You're telepathically. You're gonna send a video or something. You're gonna send a smoke signal.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna talk about your book
Yes.
at the event.
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking to sell out
Yes.
the event. So
Okay.
all right, and then
Okay.
next event
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
yours. Next
Say
event
that
will be
again.
yours. I love you so
Oh,
much.
hold on, hold on, but
What's up?
also, breast cancer walk. So I do the breast cancer walk in Newark every year.
Yeah.
Even prior to my breast cancer diagnosis, I always walk. But I put together a team last year, really short, and we raised about like almost $900 in like 2 weeks. Really good. So this year, I'm really putting the team together, and I'm going to start formulating it and sending out things. So make sure you guys please follow me and join, support, share, donate, because it's real in our community. It's too many of us being diagnosed with this, and we need to support. So if you
Yeah.
don't mind, yeah,
No,
yeah,
y'all got her
yeah,
information right here. Follow her information.
yes,
Follow her online, and definitely support that. Make sure I get all the links for that, so this way
yes,
I
I will.
can. I
It's
love you.
October. It's October this year. Well, it's always in October, but
So if you
yeah,
know, so here's
I
another
definitely
thing
share
about
information with you.
before you get off here. Here's another thing, right? Can we start fundraising now?
Yes. Yes.
Instead of you
That's
waiting
what
until
I'm
we
getting ready to put
can.
it together now. Yes.
When's the link gonna be up for the fundraiser?
Oh, I could put the link up tomorrow.
So will
That's
it
not
be
about.
up
I
tomorrow
kind of
or you
I
gonna
have it
put it up?
already because I've been working on it already. Huh?
I know. So my goal to you is don't wait. Let's start tomorrow, right? If you're gonna
Right.
do it now. We know, all right. And
Right.
this is before I get off here. There's a lot of folks that look for grant money, right? Towards like
Mhm.
Halloween to Thanksgiving to like Christmas. They look for donations and they wait until like October, November to put their hands out to ask for this stuff when they should have been massaging
Right.
tips in this time. In this season,
Mhm.
we have 4 months before in this season, we have four in this season we have 4 months before October.
Yes.
If you did $900 in 2 weeks, imagine what you can do in
Mhm.
in that time.
Mhm. Mhm.
If you
That's my
did if you
goal.
did $900 in 2 weeks, imagine what you can do
Right.
now, especially with how impactful this
Mhm.
piece is. So
Mhm.
I offer you the idea, right? I love it, Glenda. Thank you. Um,
Um.
right. So what I'm gonna say is I offer you the idea that we're gonna have this link ready
Mhm.
by at least Friday. I'll give you till
Mhm.
Friday, and then we're
Okay,
gonna
that's
have the
doable.
book. Huh? That's doable, and we're gonna have the
Yes.
book up and running
Mhm.
by July
July
8th.
8th.
There's a
Yes.
reason for July 8th. So
Yes.
if it comes and drops on July 8th and people are reading this ebook, then you can do an online book seminar launch conversation for
Mhm.
those that have bought it and for those that's looking to buy it on August 8th. Right? I did mine a little
Can I tell
backwards
you
because
something
it's a
about
physical
July?
book.
Can I tell you something about July 8th? So July 8th was the day I had my biopsy. That's the day I had my breast biopsy. July 8th, 2022.
And the
Yeah.
book is about what?
It's about my whole journey. My entire journey. Like starting from the weight loss. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right,
Because honestly, everything is really purposeful. If I would have never lost the weight, if I never made the choice to lose the weight, to learn how to eat better, to learn how to work out, to learn how to feed myself in a different way, to learn how to shift my mindset. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, the choices that I made, I would not have made those choices. I would not have made those choices because I already started to learn about eating healthier, what was good for me, what was bad, what worked for my body and what didn't, So
right.
it was all purposeful, My story is just what it is, and it was supposed to be exactly the way it was, and exactly the way that it's going.
So I appreciate this whole situation. And I love you with all my fat heart.
I love you. Thank you for having me.
And you're welcome. And to all of those that are watching, please make sure y'all leave a comment. Make sure y'all let us
Yes.
know how you felt about this first episode. Let me know if there's anything you think I can cover or would like to talk about. If you know anyone that would like to be interviewed, my
Mm-hmm.
season will be up to 12 people. Right now,
Okay.
I have booked officially 7. So I'm looking
Nice.
for, yeah, so it's 7. So it's going to be it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the next 3 weeks. Next 4 weeks.
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday until June is out and July is halfway out. And then I will come back sometime in September. So like I just want enough to have a summer season for my TV show. And right now
I
we have
like
3
it.
episodes worth of TV shows. So I'll
Yes.
be able to like use this for a little bit longer than necessary. But for those that
Mm-hmm.
are watching, make
Mm-hmm.
sure you tap in, stay close. I'm gonna figure this YouTube thing out, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and and we'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock.
So make sure that y'all are tuned in tomorrow. I have Coach Jakayla coming in, talking and chopping it up with
Nice.
us. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Follow us at the Big and Beautiful and Wealthy, at Big Beautiful and
Mm-hmm.
Wealthy on everything. Follow me, Coach Rema the Great, right? On everything as well. I haven't said that.
Mm-hmm.
And in my journey, and I'll love you all, and I'll speak to y'all soon. And we are out of here.
Yes. Have a
Deuces.
great night.
Don't leave yet, Maisa.